What's a sign of extremely low intelligence?
Having your hand be bigger than your face.
Equaling contrarianism with intelligence.
Making strong opinions on topics you don't understand.
Worse, when they don't want to admit that they don't know much about it. There are people who admit they are not the most knowledgeable about a topic but will still give their thought.
Inability to take new information on board and change your position on subjects.
Pretty much all intelligence actually takes. Keep on rolling that metaphorical katamari.
Never changing opinions, even after proven wrong.
It's easier to fool people than to convince them they've been fooled.
Difficulty understanding analogies. Using anecdotes in an argument as if they prove something.
Greater than analogy user. Raising children is like gardening, nurture them and be patient. Greater than. Greater than analogy misunderstander. Wow. So you actually think that raising children and maintaining a garden are the same thing? Greater than. Greater than analogy user. No, I'm comparing the two things. Greater than. Greater than analogy misunderstander. I can't engage in good faith with someone who believes that raising children and maintaining a garden are the same. Greater than.
Talking louder over someone to win an argument.
That's not true.
If I claim to be a wise man, it surely means that I don't know.
A fool thinks himself wise. A wise man knows himself to be a fool.
Parroting the talking points without being able to discuss them, even in their most basic terms. That indicates that they have no knowledge, and no curiosity about the world.
This, especially in politics, funny names and sayings might be okay on a sign in a protest or on a bumper sticker, but if you're using those in an actual argument, I immediately assume you can't think for yourself.
Logic and nuance were early casualties in the national conversation. Most people just seem to be after high fives from other imbeciles.
Never, ever possessing the ability to admit that they're wrong, or don't know something, or have screwed up. No matter how obvious. Talking in circles. Saying anything educational is boring. People incapable of independent thinking and being unable to solve small problems by themselves.
My mother was book smart, and could learn just about anything that was in a book. But she couldn't logic her way out of a wet paper bag. She'd need a pamphlet with written instructions. Fell for every kooky scam product, MLMs, infomercials, weird diets, and even a cult. Tell her 2 truths and a lie, she'd believe all 3 without question.
Go through my post history and you'll get an idea.
Self-awareness is usually a sign of higher intelligence, doesn't matter your past. If you eventually become self-aware and try to change based on that, then you're good. Edit. Holy cow guys, thanks for the awards. I hope you all have a great holiday.
People who confuse their opinions with facts.
I'll expand this to say people who think facts are just other people's opinions.
My report card.
Hey, it's a lot harder to get straight D's than straight A's.
As a SPED teacher, I went through the top 10 answers and have to say that none of these are examples of low intelligence. Many are examples of stubbornness, pride, brainwashing, echo chambers and more. People with low levels of intelligence have a wide variety of personalities just like anyone else. Some are stubborn and ignorant, some are compliant and love to learn. Some are angry and easily manipulated, some have great emotional control. Some are lazy and some are hard-working. People with low intelligence take longer to process information and struggle with complex topics that have multiple components working at the same time. Many struggle against this deficit and develop strategies to overcome. For some, the obstacles are too large and some simply don't have the will or behaviors to overcome their struggles. Edit. Since a lot of people are identifying themselves in this post, I really just want to point out that high intelligence can be a great trait to be born with but does not grant a person success or happiness. The reality is that it's probably not even in the top 10 of traits most valued by friend groups, families, businesses, etc. Behaviors that can be trained like self-discipline, reliability, friendliness, etc. will take you much farther in life than being able to solve complex problems at fast speeds. If you want to improve how your intelligence is perceived, remember that we live in a society where no one can be an expert in everything. However, you can focus your time on a couple things that you enjoy and always be the smartest person in the room on those things. Chances are you have already done this to some extent.
Not being able to understand simple concepts. Had an acquaintance one time talk about how he's going to open up a law firm for his wife once she graduates law school and passes the bar.
He literally made it sound so easy, and when our friend group asked him questions like, how do you expect to buy an office straight out of college? Where will you get clientele that is going to work with you? Do you have money saved up so you can start working cases where you won't immediately be paid? His brain kind of short-circuited and he reverted to, well, we don't need an office and we can work out of our house, plus we just need to win that one big case settlement, then we will be jump-started. Sorry, long-winded.
I work with a guy who used to talk about opening a McDonald's. He would say anyone can open one. The bank just gives you the money because McDonald's is a sure thing. Well, that didn't pan out obviously, and he moved on to the stock market. By moved on I mean he screenshots other people's portfolio posts, probably from right here on Reddit, and claims they're his accounts. In the time I've known him, he's also tried to buy a racehorse, raided a girlfriend's bank account to buy the next Bitcoin, which immediately tanked, and almost convinced some poor college kid he could get by on his bills by using credit cards to pay off credit card bills. No, not balance transfers either. Literally told the kid to make credit card payments with other credit cards so he'd never have to make payments with real money. He insists everyone call him by his self-given nickname, Big Swole, and he's the dumbest mother effer I've ever met.
Difficulty with nuance. All situations are black and white.
Only the Sith deals in absolutes.
Holding strong opinions, yet having no ability to explain, defend or justify them.
I just say it like it is. Okay? Listening to financial advice on our Wall Street Bets.
Thank you for watching. We upload new videos every day, so be sure to come back for more fun. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed the video.